Good evening. My name is Roberto. I reside in Port Elizabeth, South Africa. 7 days on our lockdown. I think by now we are just tired of doing nothing, or we're just tired of sleeping too much, lying down too much. But I just realize, generally as a human being, that interaction between people is important. Whether it's your work colleagues, whether it's your sport colleagues, the normal interaction day to day, speaking over the phone, in the office, out of the office, or wherever you are. And I find that I realize that that is something so important. That yes, sometimes you wish you can have your time in your own space. And right now, a lot of us have our own space and own time. Oh well, not exactly. We're at home with the wife, with the kids and all that. So, but what I find is that there's just this general low down feeling. I don't know, I'm seem to hit that curb at this point in time. But it doesn't bother me too much because it will come and go. I think it's important to keep yourself busy. I think, one is used to being on the go, shall I say. You're used to being occupied doing something. You know you have to do this tomorrow, you have to do that next day, and so on. And the week comes and you're off or you might be working. And right now, everything just seems to go like a slow ebb. It's like, it's like high tide, high tide, low tide all the time. But yes, but at the same time, one needs to take into consideration that some people are still gonna get the virus. There's other people that doesn't even think about the virus. Right now, as I mentioned, I stay in South Africa, in Port Elizabeth, and small town Rustenburg, and I showed an extract on Facebook and show people up and down the streets, and people are not concerned about the distance and life's going on as normal. But the problem is a lot of people don't realize that the first week it's fine, but the second week, I don't know how is it possible, but all of a sudden the virus just starts grabbing onto people. And that is my concern, is that there's still people walking around with an uneducated attitude, which is not good. I think personally, I'd rather stay at home, as hard as what it is, but to get a virus and to be in that pain, that's no joke. I can sit with a little boredom, a little frustration, yes. There is a little bit of frustration. If you're not frustrated, well, that's a great mind. But I think there's a little frustration that creeps in. Yeah, so I do believe that, you need to keep yourself occupied. Whether you take a book and read 10 minutes, or whether you're singing in the shower, or, exercising like my colleague, a friend of mine, he started this challenge of, I think it's 21 days. And I think it's a very good thing. I think, go on Facebook, challenge somebody with, favorite names, favorite colors, or like another, I saw someone on Facebook coming out, name your favorite soccer, Saru team, rugby team, or famous player. No, create something, do something, put a challenge out of there. Don't tell us, oh no, we will take notice. At least right now we need to be mentally occupied. I think that's what it's very tough on a lot of people. A lot of people is mentally busy. There's people busy with their hands, of course. But some of the world is busy. Some of the parts of the world is not busy. Some people are in anticipation of things that's coming. So everybody's not on the same page. Yes, you say don't panic. Yes, you don't need to panic. But there's a lot of, you feel uncomfortable. There's anticipation now. Or like I understand, there's a second wave of this virus. I was listening to another guy on Facebook where he said that he's recovered, but he seemed to have now post symptoms. He still has, his nose still blocked, and he doesn't feel, he still feel a bit uncomfortable. So that tells me, if that is the case, then stay focused, be patient. It's tough. It's no getting away about that. You can watch television so much. Oh, well, there's not much going on anyway. I'm a sports lover. I love watching sports, but there's no sports, so I have to play my own sport. televise my own self, maybe. Only joking. But yeah, I think basically, yeah, don't let the mind stand still. There's a nice game I like to play. It's called Sudoku. It's got to do with, I think, 21. Anyway, it's a block puzzle with numbers. It's a great thing to do. And it's a way of, it really tires you out mentally. If you're good at it, well, great for you. But it's something which I love doing. And it's something which keeps the mind occupied. I believe that the mind is something which needs to be restored. You need to kind of, I think it brought me to the point to understand how the head really works. Why it's important to keep the head busy. And why reading plays important. Why, teaching or something new, mental games, why it's important to keep you mentally alert. Because you don't want to lose the momentum. 21 days, remember, they says, for you to start any habit or to get any new habit into your head, to do over 21 days. So what is happening now? Most of us, shall I say, we kind of slowing down because everything has gone slow. But stay mentally sharp. It's important. Maybe you kind of, I don't know how, but maybe play piano online or guitar online. I don't know how that will work, but try something new. You know what I mean? I'm at home, obviously. So I'm trying to do things that I kind of never get a chance to do. Repair something, yes, put on a lock there, replace something which new, get the garage sorted out, things like that. Do a little painting here, a little painting there. There's always something to do, believe you me. If you don't know what to do, ask your wife. She'll tell you exactly what's to be done around the house, in the house, outside the house. Well, I don't think you can go outside but too far because I think police, even they are now become very, very strict and, giving you fines and things like that. Are they only doing their work as was told? I think somehow there is now understanding this virus is very, very serious and one cannot be lax or ill-disciplined or have an unconcerned attitude. We want to get through this as quick as possible and we like to get through this in 21 days. So it's important, kind of make your neighbor alert or whatever the case might be. But it's important, stay focused. Let's see how this 21 days. Find something to do mentally. It's important. Play some Monopoly, why not? When last did you play Monopoly? You remember Snakes and Ladders, Drafts, Ludos. There's so many other games you can play. There's so many card games. Maybe you can start a card game online. Get somebody involved or teach somebody how to play a game. You never know. Someone might just learn from seeing that online. Or do a video live with a card game and explain how it works. Why not? Anyway, John Brewer, thanks for the challenge. I'm still trying to get to it, buddy. I'm still trying to get there. I've started a little bit, but now like I said, now the mind need to be focused and straight ahead. Anyway, my name is Roberto. Thanks again for your time. Thanks for watching. I can't say sleep tight because I'm sure we're all tired of sleeping. By the way, stay away from the fridge, guys. It's very tempting, I know. Anyway, good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Stay safe. Look after you all. Bye.